Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another trade breakdown for today, 28th of September. Had an excellent trade this morning in the stream. We took 50 pips in the London Open. After I'd closed it, price dropped another 50, so I left 50 on the table, but there was no FOMO there. It was an excellent trade, in my opinion. Perfect entry. I'm happy with the exit. All I can do now is review my trade and then see, just continuously trying to improve. And I'm going to highlight an area where I could have looked at. But either way, I'm absolutely thrilled with how today went. So let's have a little breakdown, a look into the trade, and we'll do the little breakdown. So I've replayed the data, and this is at the start, just before we did the stream. We started the stream at about 7:30 UK time, and this is where it was closing. That 7:30 30-minute candle was closing. So we're just before the London Open. I was taken by surprise the way that the from 6 p.m. UK time, I was taken by surprise how much we had a bit of a kick. I really thought this daily candle was going to close bearish, but it actually closed bullish because we opened here, we closed here. It was actually like a bullish candle with a long lower wick. Didn't really change the fact that we still are in a heavy downtrend. It just meant that this now looked like a bit of a range with a failed breakout. So when we're getting to the charts, I had to have my zones all set. This was a thicker gray area from yesterday's area, but now all I've done is I've refined it a little bit more into like where we had a few wick rejections and then wick rejections. So instead of having a big thick zone, I've just squeezed it in a little bit, made it a little bit more refined. You'll see I've got a little pink line here, and that's mainly because we had a bit of a gap. Let me just zoom in right here. We had a bit of a gap on the 30-minute chart. So I thought, oh yeah, no wick, no bottom wick, bit of an imbalance, bit of a gap there, probably a lot of liquidity sitting right at this point. So it would make sense if we can get down to that zone. Then we had a little gray zone. This was, I got to go the lower time from this. Do I want to talk about anything else on this time frame? I go back and have a look at the stream. I talked about this as a bit of a resistance, which I respected. And then this was the same level that I had in the review yesterday. And of course, we've got that Asian low just here. So I think we're good now just to go to the lower time frame. We'll just dial straight down to the 5 minutes, and we'll just have a little peek at what was going on at this area. So you can see that this is where price was sat on, and then we paused, and then we had the little candle and then just boosted. So I really liked this area as well as a potential reaction area. But that was the main one because of the gap and no wick. Clean candle down, clean candle up, that kind of thing. All right. So now we'll go into just before price, before the London Open. You can see like the last 3 5-minute candles, we started to see a bit of a drop. And what that meant was that the hour candle was closing quite strong bearish. And this is quite a bit of that wet range formation that I was talking about with the failed breakout. But the Frankfurt Open candle, which is this one, the first hour of the DAX, it was looking pretty solid bearish. So, it made sense to be looking for sells. I explained precisely why. I probably take 1 breakout trade or 2 breakout trades every couple of weeks from the get-go. The main reason I wasn't looking for a breakout trade in here is because I've got the Asian low right over here. And the times that I try to take breakouts, as much as sometimes I miss the move, if I take a breakout, and I'm always concerned about this Asian low rejecting price. And then, for the sake of trying to take 15 pips where I thought price could come back, it just isn't worth it for me. So I prefer to miss those trades and then plan an entry, because if it just dropped all the way down to this zone, I'd rather just take the buy and just go counter trend. Or if it does push down and then starts to reject this area and then gives the pullback, I know I can get a better price to take sells from rather than entering here. Okay, I know that if it does a pullback, I can get a better price than that. Better risk reward, better price. Okay, so what I had flagged was this was the previous little resistance. Okay, this is where price, you can see like we had a little push up and then we had a bit of a sell off. If I look at this on the lower time frame, because I had to go real deep into this one, we can see where the start of this move was. No wick, price pushed up, try to create a little support, little wick rejection, down she went, little gap, down, little consolidation, push down. So this area is a resistance area. So if I am getting a bit of a rejection off this Asian low, I would like to try see if I can get another rejection from here to then go retest this low and potentially further. I don't want to hold a trade if it's breaking the high, because I had higher area, like this area looks nice, this area looks nice, so I could still look for sells. This is a sell zone, this would be a sell zone, this would be a sell zone if I get the right price action. So I don't want to, if it's breaking above here, it don't make sense to hold the trade in longer. So my stop loss, I haven't touched it since this morning. My stop loss was above here. Okay, so let's replay the candles. So we'll go to 3 minutes. First candle gave a bit of a liquidity grab, started pushing down. Really nice push. If you did want to take the breakout, you could have taken the 15 pips, just get in, get out, and your day will be done very early. See the next 3 minutes, just sort of pushed back up, came back down again. Then we took the Asian low, rejected it again, rejected it again. Then we started pushing up. So let's have a look at the 1 minutes, because this is where we took the trade on. We had what complicated things was this rejection, push down, rejection in the wick, push down. So to me, that's like, that's a pretty nice area. When you see that, normally a support breaks. If you break above it, you got a little bit more upside. And that upside to me was this area. Okay, so let's go again. Price pushing up. Okay. Leaving no wick candles. This is a nice little tell for me that price will at some stage return to this area. So if it can just push up nice and cleanly, it gives a nice little target that you can at least get some risk out of the trade. Okay, so we just don't want it to come down first before going up. We just want it to go straight up. Okay, again, no wick, beautiful, exactly what we want to see. Price pushing up into the zone now. Now we just want to see a bit of rejections. Okay, so we've got a little rejection. Okay, little rejection inside of this zone. That's all good. Now, if we can get something that's breaking the high and then starting to flip bearish and breaking the low, you're going to have a candle that's a nice confirmation, because you just imagine that if something's breaking the high and breaking the low and closing bearish, you've got a bearish engulfing candle, even on these lower time frames on your hands. So that's a really good indication of downside, because we are at a zone of interest and we are in a downtrend, and we've had a little rejection that trapped early sellers, now rinsing them, and then we can sell off. Really nice play that is quite common with London Open. So called the trade as soon as it wicked up, it was wicking down, called it ahead of time, entered, and then the rest was history. Okay, price pushed down. See where it like paused a little bit, where they got these like no wick areas. Okay, so price is pausing. Okay, came back. Now we've got another double rejection. We broke the high of the previous candle, closed bearish, pushed down, gave doji. Just pretty clean. Like you look at the 3 minutes at this stage. 3 minute close, really nice at this point. Okay. Oh, wait, not that one. This one. Oh, no, sorry, not that one. Oh, not that one. This one. Yeah, that was it. So this was your double rejection. So this broke the high just a little bit, and then this candle came back, retested the wick. Okay, the wick area. This was the point that I moved my stop to just above the candle. Just survived, literally just survived the rejection, and then down she went. So really, really good trade. Really nice. Exited in full over here. I did manage the trade along the way, so I did secure some pips along the way, and then closed in full here, and then the rest will show you like where price went to afterwards. So see where it just dropped all the way down. So where I closed out was at this area. And this is what I was saying, that I probably could have realized on the 30-minute where I was with the clean candles and thought we've got a bit more room for it to fall. So I guess that's where I kind of got stuck with the lower time frames and just taking my profit target, which made sense at the time. But then I could have actually reflected on it and then looked at the higher time frame and thought, oh, once we're actually getting down this far, there's a huge chance that we're pushing down all the way. And I left this on the table, but there's 50 pips. But I was absolutely stoked with the trade. So, another one for the books. Did the same thing, same process, and we got paid. So hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, drop some comments, give it a like, give us a subscribe, and I'll see you for London tomorrow, the final day of the week. Okay, bye-bye.